Hey guys, we are going to do a brand new subtraction lesson. Unfortunately, before we got out for school, we were supposed to do subtraction actually the week that school was canceled. And I was so sad because this was the last major lesson that I was supposed to teach in math, because for the rest of the school year, everything is review. And we never got a chance to do that. So today I am going to do a quick little lesson just to give you some tips and some pointers, and just to show you some things. I'm not going to really actually teach subtraction because it's very difficult to do it online and on a video. You've probably already had subtraction on your worksheets. So, and I've talked to some moms, and they said that most of you are doing pretty good at it. So I'm so impressed and so proud. So all of my kids are outside playing, so I'm my own cameraman right now. So bear with me if I have to switch hands and do some things like this. Here is a copy of my lesson plan, my teacher's edition book, and this is some worksheets that you've probably already done, and one side is adding and the other side is subtraction. And you'll notice that most of your subtraction pages are going to look like this, where you have lots of pictures. So on my board today, I have drawn just some little simple pictures for you with my markers, and just to give you some examples. Okay, so let's look at the board here. It says subtraction is the opposite of adding. So when you are subtracting numbers, you are taking numbers away. So when you see this subtraction sign, which is just a straight line, you are going to know that you are going to take something away from a group that's already there. So the minus sign, which is this sign right here, means to take away. So when you see pictures and lots of things on your worksheets, it means that you're going to have to mark some things off or take some things away. Now, if we were doing this in our classroom, I would have you take out some crayons out of your pencil box. Sorry, I'm hiccuping, you know I hiccup. And I would have you lay them out, and we would start with a number of crayons, and then I would have you subtract or take some crayons away, and then you would have something left over. So if you see the words left over on your paper, or if your parents or your grandmas and grandpas are helping you and they say, what is left over, you know that's going to be the answer of a subtraction problem. Another word that you're going to be familiar with is the difference. When you get into the bigger grades, first, second, third, you're going to see that word a lot. So I want you to go ahead and know that that is a part of a subtraction problem. Okay, so I've drawn lots of silly looking things up here on my board, and so most of them are food related. So let's just talk about these really quick and see. Okay, so up here we have some blueberries. So I'm going to count these blueberries, and let's see how many blueberries we have to begin with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 10 blueberries to start with. So I'm going to set my problem up, and I'm going to write 10 first. So then I'm going to put my subtraction sign, which is just a straight line, and let's take 3 blueberries away. I'm going to eat 3 of them. So 1, 2, 3. So let's count and see how many blueberries we have left over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so to set up our problem again, we have 10. We have our subtraction sign. We ate 3 yummy blueberries. Now we have this equal sign. Here it is right here. Equal means that's the end of this half of the problem, and now it is time to put our answer down right here. And we know that we have 7 blueberries left over. So our subtraction problem is 10 minus 3 equals 7. Okay, let's move to the next one. We have some big, giant, beautiful purple plums. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to set up my subtraction problem. 5. I'm going to do my minus sign. And let's just eat 2 plums today. So I'm going to write 2 down, and I'm going to mark out 2. How many do I have left over? 1, 2, 3. I'm going to put my equal sign to let me know that it's time to write my answer. And I'm going to have 3 left over. Now, in this problem, you need to make sure that you're writing all of your numbers the correct way. The 5 and the 2 need to look like the 5 and the 2. All right, ooh, look at these carrots. Let's count how many carrots we have all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 carrots. And I'm going to feed my donkey 5 carrots. He's so hungry. So I'm going to write 5 down in my problem, and I'm going to mark off 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many carrots do I have left over? Just 1. So I'm going to put my equal sign down because that lets me know that it's time to write the answer. And I'm just going to write 1. I hope you can see that. All right, let's look at this one. My husband didn't know what this was. I was like, come on, it's chocolate chip cookies. I only have 2 chocolate chip cookies because if I have more, I'll eat more and more and more. So I only have 2 today. But guess what? I'm going to eat them both. Let's set up our problem. 2, I have 2 chocolate chip cookies, and I'm going to subtract 2 chocolate chip cookies, and I'm going to draw a line. I ate both of the cookies. Now, wait a second. I want you to notice something that's different that I've done with this problem that's different than these problems that I've done. Do you notice how I wrote it differently? This one is called vertical. It's up and down. And in this time, instead of using an equal sign like up here, I just drew a straight line. This straight line right here indicates that it is time to write the answer underneath that line. So on your worksheets, if you see your problems up and down like this, or if you see them going side to side this way, either way is fine. You just need to know the equal sign is where you put the answer, or you put the answer underneath the line. Well, if I have 2 chocolate chip cookies and I eat both of them, how many chocolate chip cookies do I have left over? None. I have 0. So 0 is my answer. And even though 0 is my answer, I still have to write down 0. Can't just leave it blank. You have to put 0 there in the answer spot. All right, 1 big, giant, juicy watermelon slice. 1 big, juicy, giant watermelon slice sounds so yummy right now. But what happens if I eat the whole slice? How many watermelon slices do I have left over? Let's see. I have 1 watermelon slice. I eat the watermelon slice. And I get 0 left over. So I did 2 problems where we got 0 as the answer. All right, let's do one more. And I tried my best to draw some potato chips. That's my go-to snack, potato chips. Let's look at this. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's find us a spot here. 7 potato chips, and I'm only going to snack on 4 of them today. Minus 4. So there's my problem set up. Let's subtract 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many potato chips do I have left over? 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to put my answer. 7 minus 4 is 3. So these are just a few examples of how to subtract. If we were in the classroom, we would do tons and tons and tons of examples. In the very beginning, when our school first got canceled, I sent home in your first folder a grouping of popsicle sticks. I want you to use those popsicle sticks, and I want you to use crayons or some straws or maybe some snacks when you're eating your snack or your lunch, and subtract and practice. Because remember, I've been saying these in every video, and I'm sorry if I'm trying to just continue to repeat myself, but I know for a fact the very first thing you're going to do in math in first grade is adding and subtracting. So we need to practice, practice, practice. Moms and dads, practice, practice, practice. If you need me, if you need some help, just let me know. Give me a call. I love you.